So in this video, we want to answer the question, what do we do if she's filed for divorce? So a lot of times in the get her back scenario, you are in a situation where you're trying to reclaim your marriage, but your wife has gone ahead, she's engaged an attorney, and she's officially filed for divorce. So what does that mean for people in this scenario? Do we throw in the towel at this point? Do we start making pivots? Do we redirect? Do we keep moving forward with all the things that we've shared in this video? And that's the question that we want to answer.
And the two responses we see the most from our clients is either A, it's over, it's done, and they just start weeping. Or B, I got to lawyer up. I got to protect. I got to self-preserve who I am. And we're not going to say that is if you should or should not get a lawyer, but we will say is, to me, that is not the answer to make this marriage work and to win her over. As a matter of fact, I would even lean into say, don't get the lawyer, because show her I'm pro-marriage and not pro-divorce. And so I would instead lean into is, no, I'm going to be consistent with what I'm learning. I'm going to be consistent with what I'm being taught in these videos. I'm going to be consistent in getting the help, even though she might not want to get help. I will go ahead and get the coaching that's necessary. I will go ahead and be part of a men's group to really rally around with accountability partners. And we've both seen so many of our couples who have, one of them filed for divorce, and the result was actually staying married. And the result was the man stepped up even more and said, I hear you, I see you, I'm grabbing you, and we're running towards our marriage and away from the divorce court. Let's be honest, no one wins in divorce. We know that, we've seen it. The only people that actually do win, honestly, it's the lawyers. And that's sad but true. And so the reality of it is, even though divorce is now on the table, the papers are on the table, the marriage is by far still present and can be won over.
What you guys might not be thinking of right now is your wife filing for divorce is oftentimes a test. It's a test to your commitment to the relationship. It's a test to your commitment of being willing to do the hard things and the hard work. And what a lot of guys do is they fail the test because she files for divorce, and then naturally that throws you into this self-protected mode where you say, well, you know what? I gotta make sure that I'm gonna be okay. And so you go out and you lawyer up, and the next thing you know, it is like this contentious legal battle. So if you're in the get her back scenario and your ultimate goal is to save the marriage, look at her filing for a divorce as a test. She wants to see your level of fortitude to the process, commitment to the process, resiliency on what you will be willing to do, how far you will be willing to go to make it work.
Well, in divorce filing, like you're saying, is just an awakening if we want to look at it. Awakening for you to realize, I really do need to follow through here and be consistent. There's nothing different we're going to change now. That's the whole gimmick here. A lot of guys, when they get the divorce paper, they rev up even more. We're not about revving up. We're not about overworking the solution that we talked about in the last video. We're talking about consistency. It takes a long time for divorce to finalize. We got time. In that time, we're going to be good stewards of it. We're going to be consistent in what we're doing and how we're doing it based on what we talk about in these videos.
And just on a practical level, guys, in most states, it takes around 6 months from the time divorce is filed until it is finalized. 6 months is a mountain of time for you to continue working on yourself, demonstrating all those really important behaviors that you are a changed man, that you're a different guy. And by the end of the 6-month mark, Joe and I have seen it 1,000 times where the marriage is saved because you didn't rush off and you weren't triggered and you didn't rush off and start the divorce process yourself. You remained calm, you remained grounded, you worked on yourself for those 6 months. And by the time that 6-month mark was over, your wife takes the divorce paperwork off the table.
And I think the response to hearing that news is as simple as saying, I understand you apply for divorce, you file for divorce. I get it, I understand it, and I see it. And, not but, and I know that we're better together, and I know you desire to avoid a divorce and make this the best marriage ever. And that is on me to now prove to you that we could get there.
Hey guys, hopefully that video was helpful to your specific situation. If you are looking for more depth to the answers to what's going on in your own life, I want to let you know that we have a mastermind and a coaching group available to you if you want to dive deeper into the specifics of your situation and start looking at things that are going to be very relevant to you. Just contact us and we can kind of point you in the right direction.